Like,
I need some more right now. That's what I don't know
yeah,
what you guys.
no, for real. Like, I need money too. We all need money. You know what I mean? Speaking of money, I need more.
Jeez,
But
Got it.
according to reports, um, uh, well, we have like, well, a lot of people are in debt. America's in debt. A lot of
Canada's
countries
in debt.
I think, are they in debt
Canada,
Yeah.
with other countries?
yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Britain.
Like the mothership, as they call it.
So, according to reports, we gotta hold on to our wallets. A new world currency could be in the making.
Okay.
New world. Every time I hear New World Order, I think of New World Currency. I'm thinking NWO. The black and white, and apparently, there's been an association that's been created called the BRICS Association, not BRICS.
So people took sides. Like, well, not people, but like countries took sides.
Countries that were beefing decided to, like, let's, I think that the American dollar was an important thing to everybody.
Right.
And now I guess they're kind of just swaying away because, it's like you guys got broke. You guys have debt with us.
Right.
You have debt with these guys. You have debt with the galactic universe.
Okay. Even
You have debt with like
outer
everybody.
space too? That's crazy. Aliens.
And
Damn.
these people have joined forces to call apparently it's allegedly the BRICS Association. Not
Right.
BRICS are BRICK.
Right.
It's BRICS. So it's, BRICS BRICS.
Okay.
BRICS. BRICS. It's the Noah currency. Okay, all right. Apparently it's, couple nations join forces to create the BRICS Association,
Sir.
which is
Voice a little deeper.
couple nations join forces to create the BRICS Association, starting with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa to make the BRICS Association. Several nations that are, probably going to be a part of this association is Argentina, Iran,
Okay.
Indonesia, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt have expressed their intentions to become a part of this economic bloc.
Whoa, that's a big.
This economic block, eh?
That's a
August 2023 is going to be the summit.
this year.
I really hope this is an April Fool's joke.
I don't.
No, sorry.
No, I don't think-
Unfortunately, this has been together since 2001.
I really,
It's been
I
orchestrated
don't know,
since
man.
2001?
2001.
I feel like this is an April Fool's
And then I believe it was South Africa that came on in 2010. No, sorry.
I feel like it's an April Fool's
It was
joke.
the
man.
ICS.
That
came in.
So India, China, and Saudi Arabia.
I think it's an April Fool's joke.
No, man. I don't think so. They've been doing a lot of handshaking since time, though. Remember all those summits? Like the
G20 and all
G20 and all those guys. Yeah, they talk about this stuff. And you could see it. That's the other thing. People don't realize that this information is very much public record. You could actually watch the summits.
So you see the body language and be like,
You could see it.
Wasn't there like a protest out here with the G20 summit? Wasn't
Yes.
the summit here and then people were just
Yes.
fighting the cops?
Yes.
so just so people, that was
2010?
that was like that's a good that sounds close. I think it was 2010, I believe. Where you were walking the streets as King Street West, and like you see boarded up businesses, retail spaces. It looked like I was in some parts of Pennsylvania or Maryland, like Everything was boarded up. Streets were deserted. They even like the streetcars that were supposed to run through there, like on King, they rerouted that. They're like, nope, we're not going because fear would happen.
I don't
right?
remember. Like,
Hold on, let me.
But Brazil and China. The thing is, Brazil and China. A lot of people don't know that these two places actually make up a good portion of manufacturing and service production.
I didn't know that. I know
Especially IT.
Yes.
Yo, especially IT.
You know what I thought about too? Like, I think China, like, because you know what I thought about it? Like, I think China's ready for war, to be honest with you.
How many times?
China and Russia, I think they're ready for war,
People have
yo.
said this.
I feel like it's a terrible, if it was a joke, if it is.
Yeah, so it's 2010.
Okay.
G20.
Yeah, so I hope this is an April Fool's joke. So I could breathe easier. Because I don't know what's gonna happen if there's, because I always heard this new currency thing.
I mean,
They killed the last person that tried to implement that. So
oh shoot, right.
Allegedly, but if that's the case, it's gonna be a problem because that might just start the new war.
Yeah.
And then next, you know, they want to fight the White House, but then
hold on, I'm gonna jump a galaxy a second. Do you think we covered it in one of our episodes, like the train derailment, right? Mm-hmm. Since then, like there's the train derailment over here, over there. This got leaked into the water. Philadelphia right now has poor drinking water. They can't even drink the water right now in some parts of Philadelphia right now. Do you think, and the balloons, do you think all this is like slowly, like just little...
break them down before...
Just little...
Maintenance.
I even seen something... I even seen something in...
just little
break them down until the time comes.
I always wonder that now.
I even heard...
Can we be upset though?
I've heard... I mean, it's just a part of the game,
Especially
I guess.
since how much and how are you educating your public?
Oh, okay. All right.
Because it matters. Because when stuff starts to break down and the old heads start to die out, the new kids, what do they know?
Well,
they know TikTok.
Too busy on TikTok.
I mean, on TikTok for the time being.
No, but I do like. It's the whole concept of like the king will be a king, and the prince will go in the king's throne and get his head chopped off. Not because they didn't know. Well, basically just a Trudeau situation.
Because you didn't know.
If you think about it, like they don't know what they're doing when they're up there on the throne because they never had to work to be up there on the throne.
Facts.
Most of the time they just put on a blackface and call it a day.
Wow.
You know, trying to portray things that they
struggle.
You know,
that's. I was going to reference Game of Thrones,
but for leisure.
Game of Thrones, like.
I mean, I was kind of close. You think so? Just a little bit, slight. Oh, we just go pretend, right?
I mean. Anytime I see those pictures, I'm just like, wow, these guys are active.
The master of the skies.
This guy's
it's madness.
Master of the skies. Wow.
Not even.
The word master is crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of wild when you think about it. But yeah, he's our prime minister, so for another 4 years.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately.
But
there's a 3 now.
I mean, like, if those but in the sense that what Katie was bringing up, if these little situations were popping up because they were orchestrated, and I know we don't want to...
Alleged, I'll say alleged.
That's why I said if they were orchestrated, right? Sorry, guys. Don't mean to scare you. And that's why I was going to then preface it with, like, I know we don't want to think about these things, that people are actually going out there and infiltrating this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, when they were out here trying to say, like, how COVID could have been a bio war, right?
Once they swung that theory back, by the way, I was like, whoa, they're back on that again?
Yeah.
I thought they deaded that.
So it's like... right? So then they're going to...
it did come from a lab. And you're like, but you guys retracted. You redacted that.
But they're probably like, we are tired of you guys blaming us for everything.
Right? But then if you go back to it, it's like, okay, your guys' modern society, what infrastructure do you guys have since
they look at the West, like,
right?
What do you guys
have? Like, you don't have... Can you even, like, match the population? Can you match the infrastructure when it comes to transportation? Can you match the level of technology? LRT? Can you match, how's your grade average? and maintenance of all the people that are within your residence? Can you, like, one thing I was like saying to somebody, I was like, North America has a civil war that they don't even understand.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna say this.
Black Panther.
Not
Black Panther. Wrong movie. Marvel Avengers. Sorry,
this is what I said. When I seen that they were talking about some stat that said, what is it? The armed force, like a certain percentage is too fat, unmentally stable, to even get into the army.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you remember back in the day when they used to do the army. Well, they do have army commercials, and they try to like portray it like Call of Duty. I'm like, I don't know about that one because, to be honest, I don't think you'll respond if you got shot like that. But the Army National Guard, you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's...
You might as well have done this.
Yeah, like, I don't, like, it's just, they don't, that's a real serious, that life ain't Call of Duty.
Once you're hit, that's you're pretty much back in space.
Bro, I was seeing something on TikTok when the man was talking about, one of the caliber rounds when it shoots, like, it doesn't even have to hit you to kill you.
It can just, it's
just the force tears physics, off your whole arm. And I said, what happened to just using a musket, bro?
That's old technology, James. That's old.
No.
We're on new stuff.
Can you imagine being on the battlefield just running and popping out? Oh!
Honestly, this feels like the of like bow and arrow and gunpowder.
I'm trying to no. Shout out to the vets.
Listen to me.
I'm trying to laugh like that.
But that's
a real.
That is me.
That's a reality.
Don't ever deploy me.
That's for the bullet not to go by you.
Who had it on? Lulu Ratchet. Shout out to Lulu Ratchet. Lulu Ratchet had the same thing where you get hit and he's like, oh, nah, hold on. And he does it in the first person, so it just...
No, I would never ever get in the army for anything. It's like we gotta go to war. Like right now?
What?
Like today?
Right, like they pull up at your house.
Come on, get your laces up!
Not the breathing heavy for me.
So like we're actually gonna have to like go on the field right now. Like no breakfast, no time for breakfast. It's battlefield.
Damn,
I'm hungry.
Pull out your ballistics. Ballistics.
Good.
He's like, yeah, you need to ballistics.
Right.
Oh, and you're sure like you get in the army green Jeep and you're just like, yo. You're looking at your house one last time, and you're like, yo, this is...
He's like, here, take this gun. Like, what? I'm going to use safety off? It's like, yeah, safety off. And I'm like... Nah, man, I don't think I'll ever want to live that type of life.
That's...
I don't know if I ever want to, like, do that. Like, I don't ever. I think, And I commend those guys that defend for the freedom for us to even speak like this. And
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You have to give respect to all those people that, lost their lives for the freedom for us.
Right.
And all that stuff. So it's like, it's tough. It's tough, but, like, when I found out, what was it? Didn't they say the rumor was China had 8 million soldiers just ready to go?
Just on standby. On
standby?
And they show you.
And they
what?
No, they show you.
That's
8 million?
Yeah.
8 million?
That's a lot of
ready to, like, bro.
I could take over a coast. Like if they were to pull up to the East Coast and just be like, all right, and just start.
That's all of Ontario right there.
Right?
Canada, please be the peacekeepers that you always were. Don't try to flex your guns.
That's like, the part of my...
And I can see him. Hi, I'm Justin Trudeau. Hi, I'm Justin, and we're going to fight for the rights of our people. And when I say fight, I mean you guys are going to fight.
No, man.
No, but basically, our men, that means my men, that means your men, that means you guys are going to fight for the sake of our country. And we will stand beside them. And when I say stand beside them, I mean I'm going to be out of here or in my bunkers.
Yo,
God. Do you even Canada have bunkers?
Yes.
No, they probably.
have.
Yeah, but like
We have bunkers, but I mean, like,
It's not for us.
yeah. Then on top of it, like, what guns? Like, just let the soldiers go and continue to pile up sandbags.
Wow, that's
Please. And I mean that in the sense they don't need to be in the action.
but like
they don't. Yeah.
you gotta think about these type of things because like, you know, I think of the rapture, I think of certain things. And I think about like I think about a lot of different things. And then sometimes I go like, yo, if they just disconnect the Wi-Fi, how do we know the war is gonna happen?
Listen.
Yo.
This is, again.
That is a legit.
Do you guys have a radio?
Whose Wi-Fi
Are we really on?
No, but like it doesn't matter.
Our oil isn't even ours.
And you know what's a problem? But here's the thing.
Take it in.
Here's the thing. Some
Take
of our
it in,
oil.
guys.
We have trees.
Like, who's Wi-Fi? Who's energy? Who's oil?
Okay.
I don't
To be
know.
fair, we have Rogers who just bought Shell. We have Rogers and Bell.
But who creates the the technology for it?
So what if they just go?
I mean, that part we don't.
What do
somebody,
they? But
somebody will use it. I mean, yes. China
no.
owned the,
Okay, let's allegedly, but
No,
let's
but-
actually see who makes the technology for
but
it.
I think that was built before they started pushing the jobs like out. I think those towers were built way before.
But think about this. If they say, you
a
know
good
what,
question, though.
say that like the battle, like, because I think the war is gonna be digital first. You know,
You think it's gonna be digital? I think
it's gonna the propaganda will
I was
be
gonna say-
the propaganda will be on the internet. But think about it. If they say, you know what, we need to have them lost communication to the sources of what's going on.
Dang.
Rogers,
We are not even
mash
out
up.
there.
Bell, mash up. What's the other powerhouse? Telus, mash up. Just scramble all of them. We're gonna go on freedom to find our freedom.
Wow. This guy throw a bar at me. That's crazy.
Huh?
He threw a bar at
My
y'all.
freedom.
We're gonna use freedom to drop phone calls. Help! Help! Hey! What are you doing? Hello!
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, gee.
Like, bro,
Yo.
think about that.
And what's ill is on.
What's even more worse is the White House.
I don't know if it's Globe and Mail.
Bruh, we're considered 21st in the world for internet usage, and we're the lowest internet standards
No,
We are. What?
among OECD
Do you know what
countries.
Do you know what our phone roaming charges
No,
are?
but you know what the question is? How is it we are first world countries
So they say.
if we are considered the lowest on a lot of these standards?
I don't think we're the first priority in a lot of things in life.
I don't know.
I don't think they take us seriously
It's
anymore.
so different now.
But that's what I mean. Like,
I don't think they take kindness.
wow.
We're not like the states where they have a Gucci belt on, but like their house is in a mess.
Do they even have a house?
If they even have a even if they have a house, they got a Gucci belt on, the latest gear, fashion, flashing, but yet like
The heat's not on?
the heat's not on. Philadelphia can't drink water. Tornadoes just mash up some parts of Mississippi. That's done.
Yo, they're basically just saying, yo, your priorities
Like,
are messed
You're not
up.
priorities. It's like it's like
there's pockets of first world, but like the states, man, I don't know.
it's like we could give you Foot Locker, but there's also a Foot Locker Canada. It's like we don't want Foot Locker Canada. Ah,
By the way, they're
you
closing.
don't even give us
you know,
anything.
you know they're closing some Foot Lockers too.
Yeah, and that's the thing
And
though.
Champs, 'cause
That's the
Foot Locker
thing.
owns Champs, too.
But that's the thing, because like if you think about it, like the Canadian version of things are not the greatest.
I stress this to people all the time. It's like, no, we don't. Like, let's do a quick rundown. I'm a Bone Thugs Harmony through this. Hope people understand me. Home Depot is American. Home Hardware is American. I'm not gonna talk about Lowe's is American. Tim Hortons used to be Canadian, now it's American. Starbucks is American.
Selling off our stuff, yeah.
They have
It's like, hold on, what
they
else?
have Canadian Tire.
Walmart is American.
His Canadian Tire Canadian.
Canadian Tire is like really Canadian, yeah.
And people call it crappy tire.
And people specifically call it crappy, yeah.
I mean, sometimes I heard crappy tire. I heard home dumpster.
Oh, yo. H&M's not ours.
I'm not gonna say Rona because that's an offensive word. What they call it for Rona.
Hey,
When you're in the trades, you hear some creative insults
I've
of certain places.
I've heard some.
But
It's like, yo, like Canadian stuff, like do you want a really Canadian version of Of TikTok? Like we discussed it in one pod. Do you really want a Canadian version of that?
Especially when they're trying to
Canadian
pass the
TikTok?
bill for more
Yes.
Canadian stuff.
I do.
They're gonna pass the bill.
I just want to see what it would look like. I just want to know what us Canadians can make.
But this is what you need to understand, and this is the thing.
That's
as much as
it.
you
I
guys
have
say,
a little hope.
I have little hope
Because
look at the radio station. You have
Yeah.
Canadian content,
Indeed.
but you know what fills the Canadian content? Drake, Justin Bieber, Weeknd, Jesse Reyes. Anybody else?
But that's because we don't actually have music industry
Good artists, by the
here.
way.
No, we have good artists. We have a lot of good artists.
But the music industry is not developed here.
I feel like it's.
I hope Cardinal turns it around.
I hope.
Shout out to Cardinal.
I hope
Who's
so.
making the money to do so?
I hope. Hey, that's a big question.
And music right now, because of this AI thing too, I don't even know what's going on with music right now. That's a whole nother. What's stopping you from Drake? We're just gonna clone your voice. You can retire if you want, but we're just gonna use your voice.
You
can-
the like.
But the thing about you can
Like
pick it up a little bit though.
What?
You can pick it up a little bit, like
That's
the songs.
crazy. That's
Like you could hear that it's them, but it's not them.
Oh, I see. Like it's not
Like it's
sophisticated.
not perfect.
It's not perfect yet.
When they perfect that stuff, I think we all are in trouble.
The fact
Can you imagine if like they people don't understand this artificial intelligence thing? Ultron is gonna have a field day with us. And Terminator, can you imagine you're in your house and then they AI'd a family member's voice, but they're coming to kill you?
that part,
Hey, let me in. That's like, oh, we gotta let him in. It's just like,
for those who are watching, watch out for scammers too that say like using your auntie's voice saying, "Oh, I need help." Da, da, da.
No,
you send
AI
the money, and then you're just like, "Oh, that wasn't auntie."
it's gonna be
That was a robot.
It's gonna be madness. People
Ones and zeros.
People are already doing it with Instagram profiles.
The damn
But that's why you gotta ask questions.
the damn circuit board robbed me.
But what if they
Auntie
know?
said-
But what if they know your questions because they read all your texts and they read all your things and they know?
James is a thinking man. But that's how.
Because that's the new way of communicating. We're not talking face to face as much anymore.
Right.
And even if you do talk on FaceTime, they know your FaceTime.
Damn, oh, that's jeez. But back to BRICS though. Bring it
Back to the brick
BRICS.
house.
Back-
Back to the bricks. House. No, what can't say? Back to the bricks. House.
Oh shoot! The brick house.
The brick house. Back to the brick house. Okay. The bricks house.
Sorry. Okay.
Now,
Away.
I think that's a scary thing.
What about it?
I think
It's
scary. I think it's a scary thing. I think if America, because you know America, they try to muscle through anything that they see as resources.
Right.
Wakanda,
Not Wakanda.
war, Iran. They just try to take over everything they can't control. The X-Men. They try to take mutants. Like what else they try to take over?
in all
Like
these
anything they
places.
try to take over. You know what I mean? When
Okay.
they can't control it, obtain or capitalize it.
Yes.
You know, slaves, all that stuff.
But I mean, can we be upset when they've been doing it for about over 500 years?
I know, but I think this is where it kind of stops.
Why?
Like this is the end. Like,
I think, bro,
For them, is it because they're
you're
not?
gonna try to muscle one, and they're gonna spit out, "Are you dumb?
But is
Are
it
you
because
dumb?
they're not
Russia,
able
are
to
you
keep
dumb?
up? Or-
Rush what? What? Take what and left the what?
yeah,
Not-
that's the
and
China?
as
What?
soon as you
What you
said
said?
that, the whole thing that I think of is someone throwing a whole toilet seat and I go ding, and
Like, are you fool? Like, are you crazy?
he's like, you know what? You know what?
All these mans are
win
gonna
this
be.
time.
All these mans are gonna be looking at you like, "Are you mad, fam? What you gonna do? You want to take our resources?
Okay, but
Don't
then,
you realize we're like a united front right now?
but what?
bricks.
Do you know what we can do? This is the BRICS, fam.
But okay, so
shout out to Red Band.
now if the BRICS come in and they're enforcing everything, right? That means that anytime there is money printed, it affects us.